Okay, welcome to another edition of our Female Entrepreneurship Support Program, hosted by TechQuest STEM Academy in collaboration with Junub Open Space. My name is Dr. Itoro Emembolu. I'm the director at TechQuest STEM Academy. With me here, we have two wonderful mentors. We have Daouda Hamaodu. Hello, Daouda, and Finella Iams. Welcome, everyone. So I would
hello, pleasure.
Yes, I will go through their profile, but before we start, I would like you to introduce yourselves in the chat box, and please remember that while they are having conversations, feel free to ask your questions in the chat box, and we will take those questions as we go along. And like I mentioned, we have two wonderful mentors here, and I will just briefly go through their profiles, and then we would start. So first off, I would introduce again Daouda. Daouda is an IT engineer with over 15 years experience in the field of technology. He has worked with major telecoms and mining companies in Niger. He's the founder of NOVATECH, that specializes in computer networks, server, clouds, mobile applications, and he also does consulting. He also specializes in innovation, entrepreneurship, business development, marketing. And Daouda has benefited from numerous leadership and innovation programs, including the Give One Project Global Leadership Program in the US, and the Young African Leadership Initiative. He's also a consultant across many international organizations such as the UNICEF, UNDP, the International Telecommunications Union, the European Union, the World Health Organization, and the African Development Bank. So once again, you're very welcome, Daouda.
Thank you so much.
Okay. And then I will quickly introduce Finella Iams also. She's from South Sudan. And Finella is a professional business and entrepreneurship trainer. And she has trained over 1,000 women since 2011. She currently runs a series of businesses in South Sudan. And she's also a coach who conducts market research. She's a value chain specialist. And she also provides financial management training for people that don't have financial backgrounds or non-finance managers. She's also a project manager. Finella specializes in fundraising for women economic empowerment. And then she also supports the shea butter value chain in South Sudan. It covers South Sudan and Uganda. And she also works on creating employment for youth and women in South Sudan. So Finella, you're very welcome again. And we'll start with you. Today we'll be talking about business management tools and software. So over to you, Finella.
Oh, thank you very much, Doctor, for hosting us. And it's a pleasure to be in this program. Thank you for that introduction. Very much appreciated. I take this time to welcome everybody. And it's quite very interesting to be in this program. And I hope that it can be a learning platform for all of us as we mentor others, because one of my very core interesting aspect of my life is that I want to see young female entrepreneurs like myself come up and probably be like me and be better than me. And today's program, I'll be talking about business management tools and software, and it's interesting because my colleague will be handling most of the other aspects on software tools and the like. And at the starting point, we are going to look at the accounting, measurement, and processing, which is a very interesting aspect, especially for entrepreneurs and my female entrepreneurs. When you're getting into entrepreneurship and when you're getting into into management, it's really very important to know what accounting is, because it's the very, very basic. It's the very basic when you're beginning your business, because it's a core aspect that you should have it captured and you must get it at your fingertips. So financial accounting itself is a finance process of, of reporting both financial and non-financial information, and it also involves communication about your business. In most cases, many people misunderstand when they talk about accounting. People only think about cash. No, accounting is not only about cash, it's about finances. That finances involves both financial aspects, which is cash, and then non-financial aspects. And then it involves communication of information regarding your business. So when you capture those three aspects, that is what we call accounting. And then that accounting also can be broken into probably about three aspects. You will have finance accounting, and of course that involves you specific financial issues in relation to your investors, to your creditors. That covers the financial aspects of your financial reporting systems or financial reporting. The term financial reporting is concurrently used in alternative to accounting itself. And then the other aspect of accounting is management. Management accounting, of course, involves resources. It involves the people whom you work with in your business. It involves property, how you utilize it, put it into proper use, and be accountable and to justify for its functioning. That is also involved in accounting. And then you have external auditing. No, I mean, you have a business, you've been transacting, and then you want probably an external firm to come and audit your business, to find out how your business is running, your transactions, both finance and non-finance. So that aspect is called external auditing. And then you have the aspect of tax accounting. That specific part of accounting covers the taxation in relation to your business. And then you have the cost accounting. The cost accounting, it's the supporting functions of the related activities. Cost accounting involves everything: the services, the human resource, the cost expenditures of all your businesses. So that is what is called tax accounting. But in financial accounting, most especially finance accounting, looks at your external users, and those involves people like your investors, the regulators, and the suppliers of both services or the product to your business. And management accounting is more like your internal management aspects of your business, within your business, where you run your business. What are the internal mechanisms that you're using? What are the internal mechanisms, your internal expenditures, the internal controls? That is what is called management accounting. And then the other aspect that is keenly involved in part of management accounting or financial accounting is bookkeeping. Now that bookkeeping is the summary of all your financial reports. Everything that is involved in accounting, in your business, it must be book kept. That is bookkeeping, and it involves all the summaries of everything, of every transaction that takes place in your business. And in most cases, it is double entry accounting system, whereby when you're keeping your documentation or when you're doing your bookkeeping, it's done in a double way, such that to avoid loss of information in your transactions, in your business, because you'll always be revisiting in this business, because every transaction that you do today reflects you to be better informed of your other expenditures tomorrow, next tomorrow, and the future to come. Besides, you can alternate, most people alternate between bookkeeping and record keeping. bookkeeping and record keeping is more like a similar term. And then we are going to look at some of the aspects in also in accounting. There are aspects in relation to business bank accounts. When you're an entrepreneur, when you're into business, it's very important from the very beginning, from the time you start to transact, from the time you settle your mind that this is what I'm starting to do. It's very, very important as an entrepreneur that you have what is called a business bank account. Of course, we all know what a business bank account is, but specifically we are looking at a business bank account. And this business bank account is different from all the other bank accounts. We could have so many bank accounts that you may know. You have a personal bank account, you have savings bank accounts, people have family bank accounts and all the related things. But then specifically business bank account, this is an account that helps you to keep specifically your banking transactions, to keep your business transactions. And this bank account helps you to separate your personal finances from what is intended for the business. These are very, very important aspects to put into consideration and to get it from the very beginning. Because when you're into business, when you're into entrepreneurship, you must make a clear distinction between your personal finances and then the finances for the business. And the finances from the business for the business are kept in what is called business bank accounts. And this business bank account has got its own conditions, you know, because the business bank account helps you, the business owner, it helps you, the business owner, to track your expenses, to manage your cash flow, and to make easier calculation of your tax liabilities. Through this bank account, you're able to know your cash flow, how much money is coming into your business and how much money is going out of your business. And of course, that can be able to facilitate you also to calculate the taxes, because taxes are things that are required. Is some of the requirements that we are required as business people or people in entrepreneurship to pay as a statutory obligation. And then this bank account has got its own purpose. And the purpose is to help you grow your business. And while it's protecting yourself and to save time. Imagine if you are an entrepreneur and you have been transacting for 6 months and you don't have a bank account. It will be very difficult for you to determine what is your cash flow. What are your liabilities? What is your expenditure? And then when you have this bank account, trust me, we are human beings. If you don't separate business finances and personal finances, you'll end up mixing. When you have a problem, you take money from the business money and then you put it on the personal expenditure and you lose it track. But when you have that specific bank account, you'll be able to get that specific money and put it into the bank account and ensure that the finances are intended for its right use in the business, not for your personal consumption, not for expenditure on family issues, but specifically for enable you to protect, to grow your business. And in doing so, having that business bank account, it protects you from your business and it helps you to save a lot of time. And of which time that you save, you invest it into the business, and that also complements on your business growth. And all this business transacting, it's about, when you have a business account, it's easier for you to measure to do your reporting and to be able to establish your deposits payment under your company name or your business name or your entrepreneurship name as a brand that you have established. Briefly, I will talk about international payment. When you are an entrepreneur or when you are in business, It may require you that you're going to get involved in doing a business not within your territory, not within your country. You might be getting involved to do a business across borders to another country. And if it's to across another country, it means you are either taking services or your products out of your own country through a border, through an airport, through any means of transportation. And it involves, because currencies are not the same. Each country has got its own currency. Therefore, in order for you to transact between you, the provider of the service or the product, and the buyer, international payment involves exchange of currency. And therefore, there is Forex that is involved here. So in order for any international payment, there must be at least 2 currencies involved. If there are at least 2 currencies involved, then you're involved into international payment. And this international payment, for example, if you're ordering for goods, or if you're bringing for goods, or you're importing services from another country, from across another border, whatever it is, then it means that there are transaction systems that you are going to come across. You might be involved in wire transfer. Wire transfer, that is a transfer from one bank of that country to a bank of another country. You have credit cards, transactions, and then you also have payment by checks, whereby you issue a check to a bank of another country, to a bank across another border. And that's what is involved in transactions. I mean, in international payment, a payment that involves, because you're getting services or you're providing services and goods across the border of the country where you are operating from. And then we look at employee tracking. This is very, very important. Many people have gotten the wrong assumption that when we talk about employee tracking, people think it's for bad. No, it's not for bad. It's something which is very paramount and very important. To track an employee, it is to pay surveillance, is to monitor the functioning of the employees, the people whom you work with, the people who are working for you, the people who are working under you in your business. And it can be done in different methods. It can be done in different ways. One way of doing employee tracking is personnel staff management. And this is a system that is used to keep track of the time cards. Many businesses, many companies, many NGOs, corporate institutions have got what they call a tracking card or a time card. When your staff is reporting work in the morning, it's a card with a system that is designed. You swipe as you're coming to start your work. When you're stepping outside, you also swipe out. That is actually to monitor what amount of time your employee is investing in your business or in the work. Because when your employee is working, you employed, you get paid for the services that you're offering, and you don't want to pay for services that have not been offered into your business. And then this is also to help in the location of your business, to capture the information of the employees, the working hours, the performance of the employees. And many people are employing different ways. People use video cameras. There are phone calls. I mean, one way to monitor your employees is just to give a phone call. And you're the manager, you say, hey, hello, my staff, where are you right now? What are you doing? That phone call is helping you to monitor the performance and the time investment of your employees. And currently, another tool being used is digital interactions. For example, right now, we are spending 30 minutes in this program, and we are having a digital interaction. We are actually physically involved. These days, under the presence of COVID-19, many people have employed work at home. How do you actually determine that your staff are working is through the digital interactions. I know that 2020, beginning of 2021, many people these days are doing all official meetings through Zoom, through the current platform that we are talking right now. So if we are under such circumstances, it's very, very important that you have that digital kind of interaction with your employees, because it helps you to monitor their performance, and it helps you to monitor the time investment that they are putting into the business, because this is very, very important for about 2-3 things. One, it helps you for better productivity of what you're trying to deliver or what you're trying to produce. And then it helps you to improve the performance.
Hello, Finella.
Time.
Okay, I think we've had a technical issue. While we wait for Finella to come back, I would announce again, if you have questions, please put them in the chat box, and we'll take it after Daouda has talked about business systems. Welcome back, Finella. Sorry, it's like we lost you for a minute there. Hello. Hello, Finella.
Hello. Yeah, sorry, I dropped, but I'm back now, and I will be very quick because our time is fast running. My colleague will be very much on the social media listening, but this is a very important aspect, and I hope that I wished that by the time I started my entrepreneurship, media was part of it by then. We are getting now involved when we're a bit much older, so the people who are in this program should really consider it as a very added advantage to them. When we look at social media listening, you know, this is a process of monitoring social media channels, formations of your product, formations of your business, formations of your services, you know, formations of your competitors, because the service or the business that you are involved in, you're not just alone in it. You want to know what is the media, what is social media talking about in relation to your competitors, so that you can also be better prepared to be in the competitive market. And this is a very crucial component of audience research. And it's very, very important for our entrepreneurs, these female entrepreneurs in this program, that you take a very, very keen interest on social media listening. Of course, my colleague will dwell much on it at a later time. I will also leave for my colleague later on to highlight on a no-code website builder, which is also a very important aspect. He will dwell also on email marketing, you know, when you're trying to build your customers, when you're trying to reach your prospective customers and your prospective clients. Email marketing has become such a huge platform that we can handle. Before I give over to my colleague, I will just talk briefly on document management as an entrepreneur. From the time you conceive your idea of being an entrepreneur, of starting up a business, it's very, very important for you to handle your documentation, to handle your documents in such a way that it enables you to create them, to share them, and to be organized, and to store and be able to retrieve your documents in an efficiently and an effective manner. This reduces aspects of files being misplaced or files being lost. It is very, very important aspect, and it's very interesting. And I'm very, very happy for you that you can start to learn about these things as you're getting into business. It's very important for you to be very organized in business, in entrepreneurship, in any aspect of business. It's very, very vital, because for you to be able to access, to retrieve your document very easily, to be organized, it saves you a lot of time, and to be able to reach your prospective clients at the quickest time possible. Thank you. Hello? 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 Hello?
Yes, I think that
Hello, Finella. Apologies.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. I'm sure we'll have a couple of questions, but before we take those questions, we would run through Daouda's presentation, and then we'll take all the questions at the end of it. Okay? Okay. Okay, so over to you, Daouda.
Thank you so much, Emembolu. So please, I didn't see the slide. Okay, good now. Thank you. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My sister Finella, sorry, Finella from South Sudan. Great job to you. And maybe you will see me sometimes, but sometimes the connection is a big issue in Africa. So, but we will try. Even if you didn't see me, don't worry. Maybe you can see the slide. So quickly, because we don't have much time, I will introduce you quickly with some tools I will share. Maybe you know some of them, but it is a remind. So the agenda is the first step. She already presented, my sister already presented my NOVATECH, and I will share with you some advantage of using some management, business management and software tools, because we are in the world of digital, so digitalization we see, and I will share with you some example. So she already presented me, but in a few moments, since I started my companies, I was more focused in three aspects, which I call LIGHT, L-I-T-E, that means leadership, innovation, technology, and entrepreneurship. And all these four aspects are very linked, because today you cannot be an entrepreneur, even you are men or women entrepreneur, you cannot do business without have a great leadership, and without innovation, and you cannot success without using technology, and also be a good entrepreneur. So that's why I'm more focused on this step, and in these topics. And NOVATECH, we have a company based in Niger. So Niger is a country of West Africa. We are in north of Nigeria. My sister and brother from Nigeria. So we are in north of Nigeria, and we are also left of Chad. So we are in this service of network telecommunications. So we cover all information technology service. So quickly, some advantage I will share with you in using today's these tools or software will give you a better customer experience. As Finella from South Sudan said before me, it's very important to put your customer in the center of all your tasks, or all your management, or all your companies. So be focused in your customer. So these tools will really help you to deliver a better customer experience, because if your customer has a good experience, so for sure it will increase your revenues. So also in terms of employees, so if you use some of these tools, it will improve the skill of your employees in terms of time management, in terms of task management, is very important. So also the digital culture, because now you notice that with COVID-19, the digitalization is going fastly, So it will encourage the using of digital in your companies, on your business. So also the collection of data and analysis. It's very important to how to collect quickly information and analyze them and to make a decision. And also you have to digitize your product, your service. For example, if you are selling, I don't know, maybe beauty products from South Sudan or from Nigeria, using digital tools, maybe from social media or in your business, you know, so it will help you to achieve a more goal. And also your company will be more profitable for sure, because I take an example. If your customer asks you to send him an invoice in 2 hours, and you don't have the tools to do it quickly, maybe you will use Excel file or Microsoft Word file. But if you have a kind of tools that is automatic, so it will help you to send an invoice very quickly. So it is very, very important also to manage your product in your company. And for sure, in terms of competition, you will keep the pace, because you will be in a greater place comparing to your competitors. So that is some advantage I share with you when you use. So you go now to and some example I will share with you. It's not of all, but it's some of them I am using currently in my business, and I will share with you. So we don't have much time to go deeper. You can be very curious. Maybe if another times, I don't know, we can go deeper. But now I will just share with you. So the first is Doliba. Doliba is like it is an online. It is a software. You can also download it, or you can use it online. It is free. Really, it is free. You have some software. You can have some software like, for example, Wave. But Wave is used only in US and Canada. But Doliba is a software, maybe I think 20 years from now. So we use it. It's very interesting in terms of CRM, customer relationship management. You can really manage your customer, okay, and your invoice, and even your accounting. So it's a very, very big platform. It is very easy to use. You can go to Google and you can see, and it's very easy to use for everyone. So you have many aspects. Even if you are more technically in IT, okay, you can go deeper, but it's very interesting. It is free. It's really free. You don't pay anything. You can install it in your computer, or you can use it in time of cloud. Cloud means that you need internet to use it. It's very interesting to use this Doliba. So this Doliba, but we are using currently in NOVATECH, and we install it, but we are using the cloud version. That means everywhere I am, even if I don't have my computer, I can go to the tools for my smartphone or for my tablet, and quickly if, for example, some customer need an invoice or they need something very quickly, some information, I can go there and update and connect quickly depending of the internet connection. That's the first in terms of bookkeeping also. So that's the first I can say tools we share with you. And the second is a team and task management is very interesting. Asana was built from a former Facebook, I can say, employee. So, I mean, he started building this tool when he was in Facebook. So maybe now he left Facebook, but Asana is one of the best tools when you want to manage and your team and your task. Is very interesting. It is very easy. In terms of user experience, you can share with your team, but it is a team normal up to 15. If you have more than 15, you have to pay it. But if you have less than 15 people in your team, you can use it. Asana is very interesting, and I have took the training. I am now certified in Asana using. So the certification took maybe 1 month. So I did it. I am certified in Asana, and I am directly connecting to a company based in the US. Asana is very interesting. I suggest you to test it. Very lot of team and task management, but Asana is very interesting. It's very easy to use. You can manage your tasks, give deadline to member of your teams, and maybe you can follow your team in the task. And yes, if you are in a newbies, that means if you don't know how to use Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator or maybe this kind of biggest tools that people afraid, you can use Canva. Canva is very easy. Everyone can use it. Just be patient to take maybe 2 or 3 hours of course, and you will be very easy to use Canva. Canva is very interesting. Canva, if I'm not wrong, Canva is built by a woman. So you see, thank you to women, and you can make a search. I think I am sure that maybe I am not wrong that this tool was built by a woman some years ago. So Canva is very interesting. You can go and Google. You can take this link and you can go to see Canva. Canva can help you to create a flyers, a graphic for your social media, or a graphic for your product. You can share in WhatsApp, and it's very interesting. So maybe you have some new product. You don't have much money to go to see a graphist, and you can use Canva yourself to build it. It's very easy. And quickly, yes, we cannot discuss without talking about Google. I'm sorry, but Google is very important. If you want to manage your document, please use Google Drive. You have 15 gigabytes of free space. You can please, if you have your document in your computer, have some time to make a backup in your document. So if you, for example, you want to share document, there is a lot of maybe document management. Dropbox, you have Dropbox. You have OneDrive, Microsoft. You have a lot of, but Google, maybe a lot of people are using Google. So it is easy to use Google Docs, Google Sheet, but Google Drive, you can keep your local the document we store in your computer. You can make a backup on there, and you also use it to share for yourself. So please use Google Drive. It is free. You have 15 gigabytes, but you can use it. It is free. And if you are more than this, you can pay for more storage. That is what I am doing, because every year I have to pay, because I have more than 50 gigabytes in Google Drive. So I am paying every year to have 200 gigabytes. So quickly, yes, Finella was talking about social media. So HotSuite is an interesting document. It is an interesting tool to manage at the same place all your social media: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, maybe, I don't know, most of Pinterest, all this social media. You can manage it in one place. What does it mean? It means that you can type a publication, might not be something you want to publish. So you type in one place and you can publish. And when you click it, it will publish it in one time. One time it will publish it in all your social media. You see, it's very interesting, and you can try it, but at some level, you can pay. Something that's very important. You will see that sometimes they say that, okay, it is free. Yes, it is free, but sometimes when you want to do more, you have to pay. Yes, email marketing with Mailchimp. You see, sometimes you receive email, you don't know from who people send you this email, selling the product. Mailchimp is another product, another solution. You want to send massive email to thousand to people. So you can use Mailchimp. You have some I can say some you can test it at certain level, but if you want to do more, you have to pay. That's some we call a freemium. That's a business of some this company. So Mailchimp is very important. You can go to Google, you will see how to use Mailchimp. You really don't have much time to go deeper, because that is only to show you very important tools. If you know them, if you are using them, that's great. But if you don't know, so please go to see. Another tool that I am using, I can say a long day, it's not keeping. It's very, I am using Google Keep. Google Keep is very interesting. You can use it. It's very interesting to use in your smartphone. For example, if you have it is very secure also. It's very, very secure. I think I am using Google Keeping for 5 years, I think. And I didn't have much problems. I didn't have any problems. So you can keep important information. It's like it's a kind of keeping in your book, but here you can keep it in your smartphone, and it's very interesting. And maybe if you lost your smartphone, you can keep. Sometimes I keep my password. Sometimes I keep important information, and it's very important. So just for joking, it is not because I say that I am keeping my password that people don't like a kind of pirates. So I am just joking. So another tool that's very important to have survey is Google Form. I think maybe most of you know Google Forms. Google Form is important. You also type forms with a lot of tools to make a survey, but Google Form is easy and it is free too. So you can use Google Form, for example, to have your feedback of your customer, or if you are in market research, you can use it with a lot of tools. Maybe there is a lot of tools, but easily, if you want to go quickly, you can use Google Form to get data. Yes, you cannot finish without talking about WhatsApp Business. I'm sorry, but you have to use WhatsApp Business. It's different for the common WhatsApp. WhatsApp Business, you have more tools, how to sell your product, how to make some automation message. But that's sometimes very different. WhatsApp Business, it depends. You can use your same number for WhatsApp Business, but I suggest you to use another number if it's possible. Because most of in our country, you can have two phone number. So you can use WhatsApp Business. Very interesting. You can present your company in a WhatsApp Business. So thank you so much. I hope that I was not very long because time is going. We have like 15 minutes before the end of this session. And thank you so much. And available for some question. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Daouda, for that. I think that was very interesting, highlighting the different tools that are there. So we'll just go into the questions. And once again, if you have questions for Daouda or Finella, please ask your questions and we will take that as much as we can. So Finella, there is a question for you. So Leslie is asking, are there templates for the financial record keeping that small businesses without an accountant can use? I think your mic is on mute. Finella, your mic is on mute. If you could unmute your mic.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me now? Yes. So sorry about that.
You just lost me. I hope that you follow all the presentation.
Yes, I followed all the presentation. I followed,
okay,
but I have your contact. I will get hold of you.
I am wondering that you lost me. I wondering that you lost me because the connection is not very stable.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I had questions
as
on the presentation.
Thank you.
Yes, now. Yes, there are basic simple templates that can be used by small entrepreneurs who don't have an accountant. And these are things that we can handle one-on-one because I'm part of this program now. Please, the management team of this program has my email, has my WhatsApp messages, and we can reach out to each other.
Thank you so much.
But the basic templates that are simpler to use for people who are running small businesses, they are available, yes.
Yes, for sure. Yes, if, for example, we have some tools where maybe maybe from Excel file, you have some templates from Excel file. Yes, there are some easy tools for people who start it. Another point that I have to add regarding the accountant software, sometimes it depends on the regulation of your countries. It depends because you can notice that. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes. For example, yes. For example, if you take my country, Niger, so there are some international or foreign, I can say, tools. You have to be like approved. It has to be approved by the tax office. So this year they started to make a kind of, I can say, certification. Sometimes, but it depends. But if you don't run a big business, not problem. You can use even it's one for example shared by Finella, or it's one for example I share, or it's one you already use.
Okay. Thank you very much. So Finella, hopefully you would share some of the templates that you have, then we could share it with them in the classroom later.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely, yes.
Okay. Daouda, we have a question from Sumaya. She's asking how she could create using Google Forms.
Yes, so I am sorry we don't have much time, but it is easy. You have to type, if you have a Google Gmail account, so you go to Google and maybe you have some video, and it is not very difficult. It is very easy. You go to Google, maybe you see, maybe you will share the, Emembolu, you will share the slides, so you can click on the link, you can go to Google, type Google Forms, and it will give you how to do. It is not very difficult. It's very easy. You can choose the type of question you want. If it is a multi-choice question, it's one choice questions. It's very easy. Just go on Google, type, and you will have, maybe be a little bit patient. Wait maybe 30 minutes, you can use it. You know, most of these tools, sometimes if you don't know how to use it in Google, just go in YouTube, or just take some 10 minutes or maybe 30 minutes to learn, and you can do it yourself, I am sure.
Okay, thank you very much for that. That'll do. We have another question from Eniola. What templates can be used for business forecast?
Yes, maybe what I share, it is a software, it is a tools. You know, it is a tools. I showed Doliba. When I show Doliba, you can do it in with Doliba. But Doliba is one of the tools. But sometimes when you work with, for example, specialized, I can say, business account, they can share you some template, maybe in Excel, maybe in using in Excel. But Doliba is very, very big. I don't know if you have time to go to see it, but it is big, but it's also very easy. I say very easy to use to forecast your business. And it shows you some graphics in terms of your evolution of a business, and share with you some analytics. Because we work on it during a lot of months ago, so we noticed that it is one of the interesting, maybe for people who started business now. But if you have some people who have a lot of experiences using Excel, I can say Excel sheets, yes, you can have some. Maybe we can share with you. But we at NOVATECH, we are more focused on using digital solution. That is Doliba. I don't know if I reply very well to your question.
Okay, that's good. I think that's fine. And we have a question from Agoku. Agoku says, which digital tool is best suitable for journalism work?
I am not a journalist. All these tools, because I have a chance to train journalists, to train people who are working on this field. So I was training them this kind of tool of managing data, managing, but there are some technical tools I don't know how to use, for example, how to type quickly or how to record, for example, an interview. But in terms of data management, in terms of data management, as I told, Google Drive, you can keep your document in Google Drive. Google Keep is very interesting in terms, even you can record your voice, you can type quickly. Yes, this kind of general tools, because today it is a kind of general tools every people running every kind of business can use. But if you are more specialized in your area, there is some tools we are more specialized in your area. For example, I don't know, interview recording. I don't know. For example, we have some tools we can type quickly. But these tools we share today are like maybe free in terms of using. If you need more option, you have to pay. But without paying, you can use it to do your business. But it's the kind of general aspect of business. So maybe share your document, Asana for tasks in your teams, this kind. So I don't know if I respond very well to your question.
Okay, thank you very much, Daouda. Thank you. I think that covers it. Finella, there's a question from Oluwadamilola. If one's business is still at its early stage and then the profits are low, do such businesses still need business accounts? What would you advise, Oluwadamilola?
When your business is at the very initial stages and the profit is low, one thing that I believe of an entrepreneur is that not every failure is bad. There is always need to fail forward, because success can actually disguise itself as a failure. So as a business person, when your business is still in initial stages, you're still making losses, I encourage you and I advise you to still have a business bank, and don't give up. In fact, in entrepreneurship, if you're not failing, then you're not innovative enough. And take it from me, that failure will propel you to your success. You just got to get the determination.
Okay. So
thank you. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah. So I think Oluwadamilola, it's important for you to still have a business account and just keep innovating to improve your
business.
Yes. So we have a question from Uloma, and now that this question is directed at you. What aspects of Doliba is well suited for an e-commerce store?
That is a great question. So, I don't know if from you, PrestaShop or WooCommerce, which people we are in e-commerce, in digital e-commerce, when you are using e-commerce platform, maybe if it is yourself we are using, for example, your website in, I can say you can use, for example, WooCommerce. And yes, they call it a model. So it's a model we are already implemented, and you can link it to your current website. We use WooCommerce. Maybe let me write it in the chat. I will write here. And yes, I don't know if you receive. I send it to everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know if you receive. Yes, you can use this kind of model. Be very curious when you can have this. This kind of modules, which is a link to your website and maybe or to the platform. So even if you have your website already designed with some CMS, you can link it with this model, and it's very easy to use. Yes, you can use it in terms of business, e-business, I can say model. It's possible. It's very possible. WooCommerce.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think that's fine. And we are gradually running out of time. So just before we go, I would like you to, if you have a word or two to leave for our entrepreneurs that you think is a takeaway that they should take from this session, please share with them like in a minute or so. Finella, will start with you.
Oh, thank you very much, and I'm happy being part of this program. I want to encourage our entrepreneurs in that you are the lucky lords. In this, the beginning of 2021, this decade is definitely yours. I just wish I had this opportunity when I was like 18. I probably would be at WTO today, like our colleague who has just been appointed the Secretary General. So these things that you're learning are really very basic. I want to give you an example that today, before we started this program, I just posted Female Entrepreneurship Support Program on my Facebook page. And I have these young women on my group, everyone is saying, I want to be part of it. I have not checked, but right now I think I have like 100 women who want to be part of this program. So information and the tool is power that is going to propel you to success. And my women entrepreneurs, the power to change the economic picture of Africa lies in our hands. We have a big number. Let's get into entrepreneurship. Let's innovate. Let's do business. Let's move forward. Let's change our lives. Let's change our communities. Let's change our countries. Let's change our continents. Let us move on. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Finella. Thank you. That was very insightful. Thank you. And Daouda, do you have anything, any words to leave with our entrepreneurs before we round up today?
Thank you so much, Dr. Emembolu. Thank you so much to give us this opportunity to share our small experience. And now as Finella said, the world is changing. We have a new kind of world now because COVID-19 make a new direction of the world. And you notice that the digitals have, now be very increased. Before the COVID-19, yes, people know some solution, from digital solution, yes, but sometimes they don't pay attention. But COVID-19 come to confirm that digitalization, using digital tools is very important if you want to succeed in this new world. We are in a new world because what is changing? What is really changing? We have a kind of new world. So we have a chance to be in this world. That's a great. So, and now the new ways of learning is changing. The new way of learning is changing. I take an example. Currently, I am following a course from Harvard. We have 500 of people who are watching the course during 6 months. And the Harvard Business Schools, I can say, it came to this course to notice that now, even it is not at the first time people want to take plane to go to Boston, to Harvard, to MIT, to Oxford. It is changing. So now you have to have some time to learn yourself, to learn by yourself using LinkedIn Learning, using YouTube. You have to make some effort. If you have a chance to have a mentor, that's great. But you have to take an effort to read, to watch a TV, and not TV, to watch a video, to watch some, I can say, some course to improve yourself. If you have some difficulties, not worry. You can ask some people who have an experience. But now we confirm that digital is very, very, very important if you want to success. If you want to be to dip out of your competitor. That's my final word, and thank you so much. And we are really available to help you, to support my sisters from Nigeria and from South Sudan. And I am very happy to be here. And thank you so much. And we keep in touch.
Thank you very much, Daouda. Thank you, Finella, for sharing your experiences and your insights. Thank you very much. So they will be available. if you would like an appointment with them, you could book it on peak time. Their links are shared in the Google Classroom. And also please note that everybody on the program has been assigned a mentor, and you could contact your mentors via email. And if you want to talk to any of the other mentors, please book a session with them on peak time. So thank you very much once again, and we'll see you again next week, or we will have conversations in the Google Classroom. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.